Will do it for the seniors. What a great season these young fellows have had. All of them contributing an awful lot to the ball club. So the Trojans come into tonight's ball game with a 6-game winning streak on the line. 7-game maybe. Last ball game of the second half. The Trojans have dropped the first ball game of the second half to Newport, whom they will meet 2 nights from tonight on Thursday night at Halifax for the overall league championship. Tonight they must get by, or would like to get by, the Halifax Wildcats, who are being introduced right now. It's Paul and then Snyder, along with Daniels. Jeff Daniels, Rob Rowland, who had 36 points the last game out for the Halifax Wildcats. Corey Lau will be introduced as the starting 5th man for the Wildcats. The Trojans will now be introduced. Final league ball game for these young fellas here at Upper Dauphin High School, for the seniors, that is. Herb is introduced first, Chris Herb. Ian Smeltz, a junior, introduced next. Jason Undercuffler, senior forward, introduced for the Trojans. And the other senior here, Jeff Lentz, number 34 in the center tonight. Again will be a big Scott Reed, a sophomore for the Trojans, who has had an outstanding year. So we'll be looking for a Super Bowl game tonight, as both of these teams love to play each other. And there is a lot of enthusiasm for this ball game. We'll be back with the opening tip after this national anthem. Well, an excellent rendition by these 6 young Trojan boys and young men and women. And I'm sorry that I didn't catch the beginning of that. No one told me they were going to do it. And I just happened to notice that it wasn't the PA system playing when they began. So fine job. And we appreciate that. We thank them. Halifax sending out Roland, Snyder, Paul, Lau, and Daniels to begin tonight's ball game. Halifax having a 4-3 second half, but part of their problems in the second half for Coach Al Laskowski has been the absence for a couple of games by the big Jeff Daniels in there, along with the Snyder, both of them out with injuries earlier on in the beginning of this half. Here's Reed for 2 for Upper Dauphin. So that made a big difference in the ball team with Daniels and Snyder out. Here's a ball thrown wild by the Wildcats. In the meantime, Trojans coming back with it. So Halifax with a Super Ball club themselves under head coach Al Laskowski. Al, in his final year at the helm for Halifax, as Lentz sinks a 15-footer. It's 4-0 UDA. So this is Al's swan song here at Upper Dauphin. He'll be looking to bag one. There's a 3-pointer from the outside by Snyder, I believe it was, and it's now 4-3, UDA by 1. Excellent outside shooting by Halifax. They've got some guys that can really put it in. There's a ball tipped away loose inside there, picked up by Snyder. He has it restolen by Chris Herb. Out in front for Ian Smeltz. Ian into the lane, staggering, passes it back here. Undercuffler for 2 from out in front, no good. Rebound going to be controlled by Rob Rowland, and Rowland will get it over here for Snyder. Near side, Paul. He walks with it in the lane as he got tangled up inside there, and Jamie goes for the walk. It'll be Upper Dauphin inbounding. 4-3 UDA. Troutman for Undercuffler, 17-footer, good. Jason Undercuffler for 2, and it's now 6-3 UDA. Pass on the far side, there's Rob right on the baseline, puts a shot up and in, good. He is fouled and he'll go to the line to shoot 1. To make 3 out of this, Rowland to the line for the first time this evening. The foul was on number 44, Reed. Scott picks up his first, the team's first. And Rob at the line shooting 1. His first shot is good. So he makes the 3 of them and ties the ball game up at 6. 6-6. Chris Herb for Undercuffler on the wing, dumping it inside. Here's a foul. Daniels will pick up the foul, as it'll be non-shooting, I would believe. Scott Reed, I don't believe, was shooting. Or was he? Yeah, I guess he was. Okay, Scott will go the line for the first time tonight, shooting 2. Daniels picks up his first. Also the team's first. So Big Scott shooting a pair. His first one, no good. Scott's second shot is good. So it's 7-6 UDA by 1. Here's Jamie Paul with it at the 15-foot foul line. Puts it up and in. Good. 8-7. Halifax by 1. Chris Herb stopping, dropping it over there. Knocked out of bounds by Lau. As Corey got a hand on that one. Pointed to somebody else, though. Corey saying somebody else knocked it out there, but none of that. All right. Inbound to Undercuffler. Jason back here. Now they're swinging over there for Ian Smeltz. Ian dropping it inside for Jeff Lentz. Now Ian's got it over in the left wing again. He pops it inside there for Reed. Puts his shot up and misses the first one, and the second one he's fouled. Corey Lau picks up the foul, and Reed will go to the line shooting 2. Scott was 1 for 2 the last time he went there. So we'll see if he can pick up a couple this time. For Lau, it was his first, team's second. And Scott misses his first, so Scott's at 50% so far. Well, not quite. Nope, missed, got made 1 out of 4. Rebound to Smeltz, shot in and out, it goes no good, but there's Reed with the rebound, good. All right, Scott picks up 2. And here's Paul with it. Over the far side for Snyder. Near steal over there by Smeltz. Snyder for 2. It's good. And we've got a 10-9 ball game. Halifax by 1. Good ball game, as it should be. It was expected to be. Good crowd here at the gym tonight. Undercuffler for 2. It's good. Jason hammers it for 2. It's 11-10. Nip and tuck. Nip in the lead right now. Here's a shot by Rowland from the side. No good. Rebound to Reed. He goes up high for it. Brings it down and gets it back over here now for Ian Smeltz. Smeltz was going to hit for 3. Gives it to Chris Herb instead. Chris here for Jeff Lentz. Jeff dropping it back here for Herb. Herb for 2. No good. Way off the mark on the left side. And Jamie Paul coming back with it for his Halifax Wildcats. Near side. Snyder for 3. No good. Rebounding there to Reed. Drops it back over here for Chris Herb. Chris drops it back here for Smeltz. Smeltz's shot won't go. Rebound comes back to Jamie Paul. Jamie on the right wing side with it. Guarded over there by a couple of Trojans. Spins it on the wing. Inside to Daniels. Ball loose. Picked up in there. Rowland picks it back up again. Rob for 2. No good. Daniels for 2. It's good. Jeff Daniels hits a bucket, and it's now 12-11 as the Wildcats go on top. 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Excellent first quarter for both clubs. Here's Reed from out in front. Short. Rebound comes over there to Lentz. Jeff will try for 2, and he's got him. Jeff rolls 2 in there. Lentz for 2. 13-12. Here comes Jamie. Jamie coming down here, bounces it inside, but it's going to go off the leg of Ian Smeltz out of bounds. It will be Paul to inbound for Halifax. Does so here, and Lentz picks off the inbound pass that was intended for Lau. And back with it come the Trojans. They can up the margin. Here goes a nice shot And a good rush shot time by Ian Smeltz. It's 15-12 UDA by 3. Here's a ball tipped away by the Trojans out of the hands of Rob Rowland, and back with it come UDA. Undercuffler over on the wing for Smeltz. Here's Smeltz for 3. It's good. Ian hits a 3-bagger. It's now 18-12 UDA by 6. Ball stolen away. Lentz to the hoop. He's fouled. Foul will be on Snyder, and Lentz will go to the line shooting 2. Jeff to the line to shoot a pair. The Trojans quick on the defensive end of the court, and timeout's going to be called by Coach Al Laskowski and his Halifax Wildcats. .305 remaining here in period number 1. The Trojans have opened up a 6-point lead. Now it's 18-12, and UDA running off 6 quick ones here. Sean Snyder picked up his first personal, team's 3rd. Lentz at the line shooting a pair. Jeff's first shot is good. 19-12, UDA by 7. And Jeff can make it a round 8 here. Second shot is good. It's an 8-point lead. It's 20-12. Ball nearly stolen away. Here's a pass down here for Paul. Paul stops and pops. Good. Jamie's got himself 2 more. And it's 20-14. Margin down to 6. 2:50 remaining here in the first quarter. Smeltz over there for Reed. Reed here for Lentz. Lentz for 2. It's good. Jeff nails a 2-bagger. 22-14. Snyder near side here for Lau. Lau back to Snyder. That Snyder's a 3-point shooter. He goes for 2 this time. No good. Rebound's going to be off the fingertips of Reed. Out of bounds. And Halifax will inbound. Jamie Paul will inbound for the Wildcats. Snyder for 3. No good. Rebound back here to Smeltz. Smeltz breaking back 2-on-2 with Lentz. Smeltz stopping and hold everything. Not quite stopping as Ian dragged that trailing leg and picked up the walk call, and Paul will inbound. In the corner for Snyder. Whoa, Snyder had no handle on that one. Here comes the Paul for 2. It's good. 22-16. Smeltz with the ball for the Trojans. Near side here for Chris Herb. Out in front, Undercuffler for 3. It's good. Jason hits a 3-bagger. It's 25-16, UDA by 9. Here goes Paul to the bucket. No good. Rebound shot over there by Rowland won't go. And back with it come the Trojans as Reed picks off the rebound. Undercuffler inside for Lentz. Turnaround shot by Jeff, a little short. Rebound to Daniels. Back comes Snyder down the right side. He'll pass it near side here for Paul. Jamie looking around. Daniels over in the wing. Daniels for 3. It's good. No, 2. I thought it was 3. They gave him 2. All right, he must have stepped in. Anyway, 25-18. Here's Smeltz from out inside as the long guns are at it, and Smeltz hammers a 3-bagger. 28-18, 10-point margin. Here comes Jamie Paul. Oh, looked like a double dribble. Anyway, shot on the far side. Rowland with the ball. Back outside. Snyder for 3. It's good. Well, these guys are going to exchange 3-baggers now, I guess. Shoot everything from 19 feet out. All right. 28-21, 7-point margin. Smeltz with it. Has the ball stolen away and a foul called. Paul picks up the foul and picks up a glare from the referee also at the same time. So Jamie picks up the personal. It's a hold, and it'll be UDA ball out on the side. 4th personal foul. Or 4th team foul, I mean. First personal for Jamie. 4th team foul. 41 seconds left here in the period number 1. Trojans up by 7, 28-21. Here's Smeltz stopping, popping an 8-footer. In and out it goes, no good. Daniels with the rebound. Back comes Daniels. Ahead over here for Jamie Paul. He bounces it inside. Daniels to the hoop for 2. Nice play, good combination that time by Paul and Daniels. Jeff finishing that play off. 18 seconds left, 28-23, 5-point ball game. It's going to be this way most of the night, I'm sure. Trojans will play with it out in front as the clock winds down to 7 seconds. Back out here for Chris Herb, 5 seconds. Trojans better do something with it. Chris to the hoop. It won't go. Rebound. Nope. No rebound shot. So the Trojans do not get the final bucket, but they do have a very fine first period, putting 28 points on the board. It's UDA 28 and the Halifax Wildcats 23 at the end of one. Wow. Top big scoring ball game for both clubs. Second period set to get underway now. Price Buffington into the ball game for UDA, along with Sean Herb, to replace Ian Smeltz and Jason Undercuffler. This is Snyder into the corner with it for Lau. Corey dumps it inside, and it goes out of the hands of Snyder, out of bounds, and so it'll be UDA ball. Price Buffington will inbound. Price as the 5th, 6th, 7th guy, 7th, 8th guy, whatever. Here's Sean Herb for two, no good. Rebound underneath, though, by Herb. Gets his own rebound and then throws the ball out of bounds on the left wing side off the fingertips of Paul. So it'll remain UDA ball. Anyway, Price coming into the ball game has played well, as has Sean Herb, of course. Sean very instrumental in the last victory by UDA over these Wildcats. Shot taken by Reed is nice. Into the paint. Scott winds it in there for two. It's 30-23, 7-point margin. Lau into the corner here for Paul. Paul for three. No good. Rebound comes back out here to Lentz. Ahead here for Price Buffington. Price to the hoop. Puts the shot up and in. Good. Shooting around Snyder that time was Buffington, and Price really put it in nicely. Here comes this Snyder. Back here for Paul. Paul dumps it over into the foul line area for Lau, and Lau puts it home. 32-25, 7-point UDA margin. Buffington over here for Lentz. Dumps it inside nicely for Chris Herb. Chris has the ball spun out of his hands, picked up by Daniels. Cross for Snyder, dumping it into the corner off the fingertips of Corey Lau. And it'll be UDA with the ball. And both teams exchanging turnovers that time down the court. 32-25 remains the score. Chris Herb for Lentz. Lentz for two. Won't go. Rebound in there by Price Buffington. The ball spun away from him by Paul on a good defensive play by Jamie Paul. Price has it back again, however. And goes on the near side here now for Sean Herb. Sean trying to dump it out in front to Reed. Has the ball gathered in by Daniels. And back with it comes Paul, and a blocking foul will be called. Foul will be on Chris Herb as he ran into Jamie Paul, and Jamie will inbound the ball as the Trojans have picked up their second or third personal. Two up on the board right now. I don't know if John has changed that or not. If he did, it's only the second personal of the half for UDA. And for Chris Herb, his first. Jamie Paul will inbound the ball. Near side here for Sean Snyder. He has the ball tipped out of his hands. He gathers it back in. Here's Rob Rowland out in front for Snyder. Back out here for Rowland. Sean Snyder with it. Inside right he goes, and a shot taken by Daniels is good. Wow, Daniels could hardly have missed that one. Fine pass that time from out in front to hit Daniels right underneath the bucket. 32-27. Smeltz throws the ball away, coming down this way, and Coach Foster says, come on. Okay, the ball will go out of bounds, and Coach says, everybody settle down. Okay. Paul will inbound the ball. Actually, you couldn't ask for a better team. The Trojans are going to be playing for the league championship game, as I mentioned at the beginning of the game. Here's Daniels inside. Turn around for two, no good. Rebound shot under there, tip back out here. Daniels picks it up, dribbles once, puts a shot up, hold everything. Foul will be called. Foul will be on Reed, I believe. Yeah. Scott will pick up his second. And Jeff Daniels will go to the line shooting two. Anyway, as I was saying, good tune-up ball game tonight for the Trojans, who will play at Halifax, but they'll be playing Newport. And Newport with a good ball club, and the Trojans need a good competitor to warm up against, and they couldn't ask for a better one than these Halifax Wildcats. Second shot by Daniels is no good, so he missed a pair, and back with it comes Smeltz. Chris Herb with it. Chris from outside for three. It won't go, and Smeltz hustles for it, but goes out of bounds with it. And with 5:15 left in the second period, it's 32-27 UDA. Sean Snyder out in front. On the wing it goes. Shot taken over there by Daniels. Won't go. Rebound comes down the Lentz. He'll pass it over there to Smeltz. Ian with it. Ian stopping. 15-footer. It's good. Good shot, Ian. 34-27. Pass up here for Paul. Paul goes backcourt with it. As backcourt is called right out in front here. Yeah, good call. Yep. And it will be Upper Dolphins ball. Chris Herb to inbound to Ian Smeltz. Ian told me in school today he was ready for the game tonight. He looks like he was right. Shot by Smeltz, good. Drifting away to his left, Chris Herb. I said Smeltz. Chris Herb with a good shot. Here's Rowland. Ahead now for Jamie Paul. Jamie shooting off the... No, he didn't go off the glass. Just shot it right in. Good shot by Jamie Paul. 36-29. UDA by 7. Smeltz for Lentz. Jeff trying to go in the lane. Get back here for Reed. Reed for two. Won't go. Good follow-up shot. Good. Scott Reed just hanging right in there. 38-29. This is Rob Rowland. Rob nearly had the ball stolen. Snyder from outside. No good. Rebound comes off to Paul. Jamie dumps it inside. Stolen in there by Undercuffler. Back with it come the Trojans. Chris Herb. Near side over here for Ian Smeltz. Paul on him. Goes around him though and puts it in. Good job that time by Smeltz. Here's a pass for Paul. Paul over there for Rowland. Rowland to the hoop for two. That was easy. Rob Rowland on a pass from Paul. Got himself two more. 40-31 UDA by 9. Chris Herb inside for Lentz. Jeff to the hoop for two. Good move and a good play by Jeff Lentz. Here's that same pass down here for Paul. Jamie has the ball stolen away, and back with it comes Smeltz. Smeltz with Chris Herb, and they'll slow it down. Chris will bring it back out in front. Now Chris winds it in. 15-footer won't go. Rebound underneath and hold everything. A foul call. Foul will be on Jeff Lentz. Jeff will pick up the personal foul as the rebound came back. Jeff went after it and bumped somebody, and it'll be Halifax ball underneath. For Lentz, it is his first foul of the ball game, the team's fourth. Both teams playing exceptionally well when it comes to fouling. Both teams with 2:56 remaining have committed just 4 personal fouls in the first half. So just a darn good ball game by two darn good ball clubs. There's a new lad, Valier, into the ball game for Halifax. Shot from the side by Lau is good. So Corey gets two. Valier into the game. He replaced Rob Rowland. Here's Smeltz outside for three. No good. Rebound comes down to the Wildcats. Valier with it. Drops it off over there for that Sean Snyder. Now back to Valier. Valier working out in front. Jason Undercuffler with a near steal. Does steal it away. Smeltz comes up with it. Misses the layup. Valier with the rebound. Back with it for Jamie Paul from the right side. No good. Rebound to Reed. Scott will drop it back over here now for Chris Herb. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 42-33 UDA. And a foul call. This time it will be Corey Lau. Hanging on to Jeff as Jeff tried to go with the ball. He couldn't hardly get loose out there. And that'll send Jeff Lentz to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 as the Wildcats pick up their 5th team foul. For Lau, it is his 2nd. So Corey picks up personal foul number 2. He's going to check out now as Rob Rowland comes back in for UDA. Lentz at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Jeff, a darn good foul shooter. We'll see if he can make his first one here. He did. Nice shot by the Jeffer. 43-33, 10-point ball game. 1:59 remaining in the first half. Second shot by Lentz is in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Daniels. Daniels ahead here for Rowland, and now Valier with it. Valier over on the right wing side, teamed over there by Undercuffler. Inside they go with it. Here's Paul for two, no good. Rebound going to be knocked out of bounds by Valier. And that will give the Trojans the ball. Ian Smeltz dropping it off back here for Chris Herb. Chris has the ball stolen away by that Snyder. Sean for two, it's good. So Sean Snyder for Halifax coming up and making the steal on Chris. Chris just relaxed for a moment out here. Snyder stepped in and made the steal. Here's Smeltz with it. Ian into the circle and he's going to walk, I believe, or a foul call. Nope. Going to call a foul on Paul. And for Jamie, that will be his second, I believe. Came with a minute 14 remaining here in the first half. So Jamie in no big serious foul trouble. Smeltz at the line shooting a 1-and-1. Ian's first shot, good. Way to go, Ian. 44-35, UDA by 9. Ian's second shot makes it an even 10. 45-35 with 1:14 left here in the first half. Rowland will inbound the ball for Snyder. Back to Rowland. Sean Snyder with it. Near side, throwing it away past Larry Valier. So the Trojans take over. This will be Chris Herb to inbound to Ian Smeltz. Smeltz has the ball stripped away from him by Paul. Paul to the hoop. Missed the shot. Rebound shot by Valier. He missed that shot. Back with it come the Trojans. Here comes Smeltz. Smeltz over on the wing for Reed, and Reed rolls the ball up and in. 40 seconds remaining. 47-35. Valier ahead here now for Rowland. Rao dumps it back here. Jamie Paul for two. No good. Rebound comes back to Ian Smeltz with 30 seconds left. Ian out in front. Trojans slow it down. Trojans up by 12, 47-35. 20 seconds left. Here goes Chris Herb, dumping it off over here for Lentz. Jeff for two, it's good. 49-35, Trojans on a roll. Long pass down here. Jamie Paul dumps it off to Rob. Rowland who misses the shot. Daniels with the shot. Puts his second shot up, and a foul's going to be called. And Ian Smeltz cannot believe it. And Daniels will go to the line, shooting two. As Ian picks up his first personal with 5 seconds left. And Scott Reed checks out of the ballgame. He has had a super first half for the Trojans. Daniels at the line. He'll be shooting two. First shot by Jeff is good. 49-36. He will shoot one more. Second shot by Jeff Daniels is also good, so Jeff makes a pair. Here's a pass or a shot, whatever it was, I'm not sure. Anyway, here's a long shot off the glass. Boy, I'll tell you, we're seeing some kids really throw some buckets up at the buzzer to end the half. And anyway, the first half ends with the Trojans up 49-37 at halftime.
For more than 20 years. In fact, this particular fan has attended.
Here's a presentation going to be given to Larry Harner.
Who is now about to be presented by Mr. Dennis Henninger with a lifetime pass to open up that play.
Lifetime pass for Larry Harner. And Coach Harner, as we refer to him lovingly, gets a lifetime pass from Dennis Henninger, member of the school board. The announcement being made by Principal Dermot Garrett. So Larry deserving of that award, and Larry congratulated by some of his friends here tonight. So we'll be back with the second half of play. Okay, the teams are back in the court, and we'll be waiting here while Mr. Undercuffler takes his seat. They always have to wait while Paul officially sits down. Okay, I think we're ready to go now. He said we are. All right, here we go. His son, Jay Sony, will inbound the ball here to begin the third quarter. Referee's waiting for a few minutes while the crowd takes their seats, and we'll be set to go. Jason wants to be on WIGL Wiggle during the ball game tonight. Mike Calnon along with Tim Bordner doing the game for Wiggle as Jeff Lentz puts the ball in and gives the Trojans a 14-point margin and led by 12 at half. Chris Herb knocks the ball out of the hands of Jamie Paul over the far side, and it'll be Halifax ball. Jeff Daniels will inbound for the Wildcats for Paul. Jamie will cross the timeline with it. It's 51-37, now UDA by 14. Sean Snyder working in on Ian Smeltz, puts a shot up, no good. Rebound over there to Roland. Roland back out in front here for Sean Snyder. He tries to drop it inside, it's picked off. And a foul call as Sean hung on to Scott Reed. And Sean will pick up the personal foul, his second. Sean's got the Wildcat carved into the back of his head, or into the hair anyway, and back with it comes Ian Smeltz. Ian for Undercuffler. Undercuffler on the right wing. Chris Herb out here for Undercuffler. Inside to go to Reed. Reed with a spin around shot, won't go down. Rebounded in there though by Chris Herb. Ball rejected by Daniels. Out of bounds off the Trojans. It'll be Halifax ball. Good defensive play that time by the Wildcats. Sean Snyder coming up the court with it among the Trojans. Dumps it off over there for Lau. And Corey gets himself two. 51-39. Ian Smeltz, near side over here for Reed. Dumps it right underneath there to Undercuffler, and Jason loses the handle on it. Says, shoot. And that'll give the ball back to the Wildcats. Paul will inbound the ball. Jamie will inbound it presumably to Snyder. He did. Head here for Roland, and now back to Sean Snyder. Fires it down here for Jamie Paul. Paul for three. It's good. So Jamie Paul hits himself a three-bagger, and it's 51-42, a 9-point margin. Trojans not exactly, in a laugher here by any means. Here's Undercuffler on the baseline for two. It's good. Nice shot that time by Jason on the baseline. Here's the ball nearly knocked away, but Paul's got it. He'll set up for three more. No good this time, and Roland with the rebound. Out here for Snyder for three. That won't go. Rebound underneath there by Roland, and it's rejected. A foul called underneath. The foul will be on Jeff Lentz, I believe. Yeah, Jeff picks up the personal foul, and Corey Lau will go the foul line, shooting two, I guess. We'll see. Jeff picked up his second. Sean Herb comes into the ball game to replace Jason Undercuffler. 5:58 remaining in the third. Trojans up by 11 now, 53-42. Corey can make it 10, and he did not. Still 11. So we'll see how the rebound goes on this one, should Corey miss this one. Here's his second shot. He did, and Lentz with a good rebound for the Trojans. Back here for Smeltz. Ian will back it out in front now. Onto the corner there for Chris Herb. Chris for brother Sean. Sean, a sophomore. To Chris, the brother who is the senior. On the wing over here for Ian Smeltz, who is a junior. Ian on the left baseline for two. It's good. Smeltz working the ball around nicely, getting two out of it. Sean Snyder with a long pass up here for Jamie Paul. Jamie to the hoop, rolls it in for two very nicely. And it is now 55-44, still 11 points. These pesky Wildcats hanging right in there with the Trojans at the moment. Here's another two-pointer by Smeltz. 8 foot out, right in the middle of the paint. Ian hits it. Ball nearly tipped away. Ooh, looked like a double dribble, no call. Shot on the side by 3 by Paul, no good. Rebound comes back here to Smeltz. Or to Chris Herb, make that. Chris steps up for 2. No good. Rebound in there by Reed for 2. Good job, Scott. Trojans starting to pull away again a little bit. 58-44. Pass over here now for Snyder. Snyder down the left wing side here. He'll stop, pass it out in front for Jamie Paul. Jamie dumps it inside for Daniels. He pushes one up, no good. Rebound comes back to Daniels. His second try at it is good. So Daniels gets 1 out of 2 tries, and it's 59-46 with 4:20 remaining in the third. Here's Smeltz, Ian Smeltz from out in front for 2. He hangs her up there, and it's now 61-46. Rowland for 2 as they exchange buckets. No one playing defense at the moment. 61-48, and timeout's going to be called by Coach Foster. Coach does not like to see that. He likes the offense, but he does not like the looks of the defense right now, so he'll call time. You can't get away with that with Coach Foster. Just rolling up the points don't count. You got to play defense, and he calls time immediately. Get the boys back in tune. We've played exactly 1 half of the third period, and the Trojans up by 13, 61-48. UDA will have the ball right in front of the scorer's desk. Official laughing about something there with Chris Herb. Anyway, this is Ian Smeltz. Ian dumping it inside for Lentz. Jeff to the hoop. Won't go. Rebound shot by Reed. Will go. Scott for 2. Jeff really forcing his way in there that time. I don't even see how he ever got the shot off, but Reed alertly picking up the rebound and firing it in. Here's that Sean Snyder with a behind-the-back dribble. Loses the ball. It's in the paint. Picked up by Sean Herb. Sean coming back with it. Sean dropping it off over here for Lentz, who drops it back inside, picked up by Daniels. Ahead it comes to Snyder. Trojans were a little out of whack that time. Rob Rowland out in front. Drops it back here for Snyder. Snyder for 3. It's good. Sean Snyder with a nice 3-bagger. It's 63-51. UDA by 12. 3:12 remaining here in the third. Smeltz over the far side. Inside they go for Lentz. Lentz for 2. Good. Good job, Jeff. Nice shot. 65-51. Near side here for Jamie Paul. Jamie rushes to the hoop. Drops it off nicely for Corey Lau, and Lau puts the shot home. Nice play. Jamie wound his way underneath. And Lau standing right there, popped her home. Here's Lentz for the Trojans. Over there for Reed. Reed jumps up and pops one up. No good. Rebound comes down to Lau. He'll drop it back here now for Snyder. Snyder on the baseline for Daniels. Daniels shooting for 2. No good. A rebound underneath going to go out of bounds off the fingertips of Rob Rowland that time. And Price Buffington checks into the ball game to take Ian Smeltz's spot. 2:22 remaining in the third. Buffington, Sean Herb over in the right wing. Inside they go to Lentz. Jeff with a shot. Won't go. Reed there, though, and he puts the shot up and in. Good. Scott Reed doing an excellent job tonight for the Trojans. Here is Jamie Paul. Passes it out in front here now for Snyder. Sean on the baseline. Tries to dump it out here for Daniels and does. And Daniels finishes off that play very nicely. Oh, good pass that time by that Snyder for Daniels. Near side here, Sean Herb. Sean stopping and popping. Shot won't go, but a foul will be called. Sean will go to the line, shooting 2. Foul was on Rob Rowland, his first. Sean's first shot's good. 68-55 with 1:44 remaining in the third. And the second shot by Sean is also good, 69-55. Here comes that Snyder. Near side over here for Lau for 2. No good. Rebound shot tipped up by Rowland. Won't go, but Rob's got a rebound again. Puts a shot up, but won't go. Daniels underneath. has the ball stripped away from him. Price Buffington coming back with it for the Trojans. For Undercuffler, he has the ball grabbed out of his hands by Sean Snyder. Snyder drops it off over there for Daniels, who rolls the thing across the back of the bucket. And a foul will be called underneath. The foul will be on Halifax. So it's going to be the third team foul as number 23, Lau, picks up his third. And it will be UD80 inbound. Buffington inbounding here for Sean Herb. And now back to Price. Clock down to 1:10. Buffington here for Lentz. Jeff into the lane, and a charging foul will be called that time as Jeff did push off against Corey Lau. Jeff doesn't say a word. He agrees with the call. And Jamie Paul will inbound the ball. 1:05 left here in the third period. Inbound pass stolen away by the Trojans. Lentz dishes it over to the side there for Sean Herb. And a foul called underneath as Jeff went for the shot. And a technical foul will be called on Jamie Paul. Jamie reacting to several things out there a couple times tonight, and this referee here finally has had it. So Jamie picks up the tee. It wasn't a violent reaction that time by Paul, kind of a quick trigger, but Jamie does it a couple of times, and now he kicks the ball over to the sideline. So, well, maybe Jamie did deserve it. I don't know. At any rate, Paul picks up the tee, and the Trojans will be shooting. Somebody on UDA will shoot. Lentz should be shooting the foul to begin with. And then the technical will come. But in the meantime, they're going to call timeout now, and Coach Laskowski will discuss this one with the referee. Al has a good question. I've seen them get away with a lot worse than that, but Al's got a question to call, and now a technical called on the bench as Al picks himself up a tee. I guess he's mainly defending his ball players out there, so he picks up the technical also. And that'll give the Trojans all kinds of shooting, plus the ball back. We have 59 seconds remaining here in the third period. It's 69-55, UDA by 14. And Trojans will be shooting when we come back. Jeff Lentz will go to the foul line as Coach Foster, the referee, and Mr. Laskowski, Coach Laskowski, talked this one over here. And, okay, now they're settled, I guess. So Lentz will be at the line for Upper Dauphin. He'll be shooting his foul first. He was fouled, and then we'll have probably Sean Herb maybe shooting the fouls. I don't know yet. Let's see. Jeff is shooting a couple here. His first shot is short, no good. And Jeff will get at least one more. Scheidler coming into the ball game now for the Halifax. Second shot by Lentz is good. So Jeff makes 1 out of 2. And that sends Sean Herb to the line. Sean will be shooting the fouls, or the technical fouls. Sean's first shot is good. And Herb, very, very cool. This darn sophomore, just a cool basketball player. The pressure does not seem to affect him at all. Second shot is good. He shoots 2 for 2. That was the first technical. That was on Jamie Paul. Now the next 2 will come up. They will be foul shots on Coach Laskowski or the bench, whichever you prefer. First one of those is no good. And Sean will shoot 1 more of those, and then the Trojans will get the ball out of bounds. So here's Sean's second shot, and it is also good. They weren't pretty. Sean shakes his head. They were not the most beautiful foul shots, but they were good enough. So he made 2 out of 4, or yeah, 3 out of 4, 2 out of 4, or 3 out of 4, whatever. Here's the pass for Herb. Onto the baseline it goes. Lentz with a shot, no good. Lentz with a second shot, no good. And a foul will be called. Rob Rowland picks up this foul. And Jeff Lentz will go to the line shooting 2. Lentz at the line to shoot a pair. We still have 46 seconds remaining here in the third period. Jeff's first shot is good. 74-55. And the second shot by Lentz is also good, 75-55. 20-point margin opened up by the Trojans now. This is Jamie Paul on the left wing, swinging it over here, just about throwing it out of bounds, but picked up by Scheidler. He dumps it inside there for Paul, and Jamie is followed upon by Jason Undercuffler. And Jamie will go to the line this time, shooting, or will he? No, I don't think he will. No, it's only the third team foul for the Trojans with 34 seconds left. Chris Herb comes back into the ball game to replace Undercuffler. Here's a shot from the side for three. It won't go. Rebound comes back here to Sean Herb. Sean drops it off for Price Buffington. Back come the Trojans. Price. Where is he going to go? Okay, out here in front for Chris Herb. He drops it back to Price. Clock down to 15 seconds. Sean Herb for three. It's good. Sean hits a three-bagger. It's 78-55. Snyder coming back with it, dribbles it across the timeline. Over there for Paul. Paul into the lane, stopping and popping. It goes in at the buzzer for two. So it's good, and it's 78-57, the highest scoring ball game I've seen the Trojans play this year. We've got 8 minutes remaining in the regular season. The Trojans with a pretty darn good lead. 21 points at the end of three. Be right back. Okay, the Trojans and the Wildcats getting set for the fourth and final period as Daniels will inbound the ball for the Wildcats. Back here for Jamie Paul. Paul down the right side, stopping and popping. It won't go. Rebound comes back over there for Ian Smeltz. Ian across the timeline, driving it into the hoop, and the ball's going to roll out of bounds off Ian's leg, and it will be Halifax ball. So Ian trying to go coast to coast with it. Had the ball roll out of bounds off his knee. Here's a pass over there from Snyder for Jamie Paul, but he threw it behind Jamie. Out of bounds, the Trojans immediately get the ball back. Chris Herb will inbound for Smeltz. Valier getting ready to come back in for Halifax. Shaw inside, they drop it there for Reed. Reed for two, good. Nice play. Passing it inside to Lentz. Lentz dropping it off to the big guy right in front. And Scott putting it home. It's 80-57, and he's going to walk on the end line over here, and that's going to give the ball back to the Trojans. Larry Valier coming back into the ball game. He will take Jamie Paul's spot momentarily for Coach Al Laskowski. Smeltz over into the corner for Chris Herb. Back out here for Smeltz. Near side here for Sean. Back out for Chris. Dropping it inside here. Lentz with a turnaround shot and a foul. Hold everything. Foul underneath. Foul will be on Snyder, I think. No. 55. Rob Rowland picks up the foul. Rob picks up his third. And Scott will be at the line shooting a 1-and-1. Here's his first one. It's good. Reed gets the Trojans their 81st point. It's 81-57. Second shot is good. So Scott makes a pair. 82-57. Pass ahead here for Valier. Valier spinning around out here. Passes it away as Lentz picks it up for the Trojans. Back over here for Chris Herb. Chris for Ian Smeltz. Out to Herb. Near side over here for Sean Herb. Sean on the left wing. Inside the Gopher. Lentz try to drop it inside, but Jeff's pass a little too strong. Right by Scott Reed that time, so nothing gained with that one. And Valier will inbound. Snyder. Snyder nearly lost it, picks up the dribble, the ball loose over there and tied up, and foul called. Foul will be on Chris Herb. This will be non-shooting, the team's fourth. Halifax will inbound the ball over on the far side of the court. Daniels will inbound for the Wildcats. In for Rob Rowland. He drops it back there for Snyder. Snyder to the hoop for two. It won't go. Rebound underneath there by Valier. Ball on the floor. picked up by Lentz, and back with it come the Trojans. 6:25 remaining. This is Chris Herb. Over to far side. Smeltz for 2 or 3. What was it? 2. Okay, they gave him 2. I guess he was stepping in. Smeltz hits a nice shot from over there, though. Boy, 84-57. Trojans just pulling away. Here is Valier to the line, shooting and missing. Ball's going to go out of bounds off Lentz, so it'll be Halifax ball. 6:03 remaining. The Trojans need 16 right now. My thoughts are on the century mark. I don't know when the last time the Trojans hit 100 points. Here's Snyder for 3 from outside. No good. Rebound in there, and a foul called. A foul will be on Lentz. Jeff will pick up his 3rd, I believe, with 5:59. No, his 4th. Ooh. Just about 6 minutes left. Jeff picks up his 4th, and he's going to leave as into the ball game now comes Jake Swab. And Jake will take Jeff Lentz's spot. Man, Lentz has played one heck of a ball game tonight for Coach Foster. He'll be back. Larry Valier at the line. Hold everything. Valier at the line. Had the whistle blow now as somebody almost checked into the ball game, but here's a shot. Good. Valier makes the first one. 84-59. Second shot by Valier is good, so Larry makes a pair, makes it 84-59. Chris Herb, near side over here. They bounce it inside there for shot by, let's see, follow-up shot by Reed is good. First shot was by Smeltz. And a nice pass that time to set that play up by Swab. Jake with a good pass. Here's Valier trying to pop one up from out in front. Good. Hey, Larry Valier gets 2 more. 61-86, 5:24. Chris Herb inside for Reed. Over here for Sean Herb. Sean for 3. It's good. Sean Herb pops up a gentle 3-pointer. It's 89 now. Here's a guy going to the hoop. A ball blocked off on Daniels and out of bounds. It goes off Sean Herb, but man, Daniels with a shot blocked in there nicely by the Trojans. Woo. And Jamie Paul will inbound the ball. The last time out, Halifax scored 102 points against West Snyder as Lau, I guess, put that bucket in. I wasn't sure. 89-63. Anyway, the Trojans look like they may be set to return the favor tonight. Here's the ball tipped back here, gathered in by Chris Herb. Chris dumping it over here for Sean. Sean for 3, won't go. Rebound on the far side. Dumped inside there for Reed. Reed gets 2 more. 91. Here's Valier going into the lane with it. Ball knocked loose, gathered in the far side by Rob Rowland. Rob puts a shot up over there, blocked by Sean Herb. Out of bounds it goes off the block, and so it'll be Halifax ball. 4:31 remaining here in the ball game. Shot by Rowland is good for 3. 91-66. Bryce Buffington into the game for UDA. He pushes it inside. Over on the far side they go with it. Chris Herb races to the bucket, but it's going to be taken away by Jamie Paul. Jamie will stop out here, spin around, stop, pop, Reed with the rejection. Second shot put up and a foul called. Foul will be on Scott, and Jamie Paul, I believe, will go to the line. Let's see. Yep, Jamie's going to go to the line. He'll be shooting 2 as Reed picked up his 3rd personal foul. Chris Herb goes to the bench right now. Take a breather for UDA. Jamie Paul at the line, shooting 2. Jamie's first shot, no good. 91-66, the score remains with 4:09 left. Reed, Undercuffler, Sean Herb, Bryce Buffington, and Jake Swab in the game right now for UDA. Here's Jamie Paul's second shot. Good. 67-91. Here comes Bryce Buffington. Price from outside. It's good. 2. 2 points, 93-67, under 4 minutes left. Valier, near side over here now for Rowland. Rowland for 2. Shot won't go. It's going to come down to the Trojans as Price Buffington coming back with it. Buffington into the corner here for Undercuffler. Undercuffler with a shot for 2, no good. Rebound comes out here. It's going to be gathered in by Buffington. Buffington, a 15-foot shot. It's good. Price Buffington from 15 foot out. It's now 95. Here is Daniels for 2 on the quick break. 95-69. 3 minutes and a half remaining. Near side over here for Sean, and Sean gonna double dribble or walk with it as he lost the handle on it. And timeout now going to be called by Upper Dauphin. Trojans call time as the kids really getting pretty darn excited out here. And coach, or rather principal Dermot Garrett is going to make an announcement here. We got 3:23 remaining in the ball game, and it's 95-69. UDA up.
Our length in this section of the bleachers concerned. We will not continue in this fashion. This is a warning. Now behave.
Mr. Garrett with the warning tells the crowd to behave. And I don't know what's going on, but he's been stationed down here to my left. I wouldn't dare turn the camera down that way. But at any rate, he's keeping his eye on the fans over in that area, so I don't know what's going on. But anyhow, the Trojans, I do know, are going to send out Jared Kreiser now, along with Swab, Undercuffler, Sean Herb, and Price Buffington. Inbound pass over here for Rowland. Rob with it. Passes it back over here now for Jamie Paul, and Jamie working with Undercuffler, and Undercuffler will be called for the hold, and Jamie will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. For Undercuffler, it is his second personal foul. Came with 3:15 remaining in the game. Trojans need 5 to hit the century mark, and Jamie needs 1 to hit the 70-point mark for Halifax. Here's his first shot, no good. Rebound to Swab. Back over, they come with it now for Price Buffington. Near side here for Herb. Price Buffington. Whoa. 3 seconds called on Swab, so the Trojans are going to mess this up here if they're not careful. And timeout. Timeout called by, wait a minute. Okay, now I'm not sure what happened. Timeout call. Wait a minute. Sub 32 Swab picked up a technical foul, I guess. Or no, Undercuffler. Chasen picked up a technical foul, and Larry Valier will go to the line shooting 2. First shot's good. Gives them their 70th point. Trojans still lead by 25. Second shot is good. 95-71. Undercuffler will leave the ball game now as Jeff Godoweski will come in for UDA. Didn't see what happened there. I don't know what happened, but 3:04 left, and the Trojans at 95-71. Okay, here goes the play. We're inside of 3 minutes now. Jamie Paul rushing to the hoop, puts the shot up. He's fouled. And the bucket counts, and one of the Trojans will pick up a personal foul, and Jamie will go to the line shooting 1 to make 3. As we have Godoweski picking up his first personal. Jeff just got into the ball game and picks up personal foul number 1. First shot by, or the only shot by Jamie is good, so he gets 3 out of that. That's 95-74. Price Buffington out in front. Price dribbles it over there on the wing. Over here now for Sean Herb out in front. Clock down to 2:40. They'll drop it back here for Price. Price dribbles it, or passes it over there for Godoweski. He's got it, picks it up, gives it to Buffington. Buffington puts the shot up, but it's missed, and Jared Kreiser for 2. 97-74 UDA. Here goes Valier to the hoop, misses a shot. Daniels throws a shot up afterwards, no good. Rebound comes down to Kreiser. Back with it comes Sean Herb. Sean to the hoop, misses the shot, and on the rebound, Jeff Daniels is fouled as Jared Kreiser bumps into Jeff. And Jeff will go to the line shooting a 1-and-1. Wild and woolly ball game, 97-74. Daniels at the line shooting a 1-and-1. His first shot is good. 97-75. And let's see. Undercuffler checks out of the ball game. As into the ball game comes Miller for UDA. Andy Miller into the game for the Trojans. Second shot by Daniels is good. So Jeff makes a pair. 97-76. Bryce Buffington coming back. 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining. Over here's Sean Herb. Sean dumping it off over there for Kreiser. Kreiser loses the ball out of bounds. It's going to be Halifax to inbound the ball. Minute 50 seconds remaining. 97-76. Here comes Jamie Paul with the ball. He goes inside with it. Rowland's got it, puts a shot up, it's good. And a foul is called. Foul will be on Godoweski, and Rob Rowland will go to the line to see if he can get 3 out of this. Rob's got 2, and he'll see if he can pick up the third one. It's 78-97. Wild, high-scoring event here this evening. Here is the first shot by Rob. No good. Rebound comes down to Lau. Lau stopping and popping. Good. 80-97. So I'll tell you, both ball clubs putting on a whole bunch of points. A minute and 28 seconds left. The Trojan fans looking for a 3-bagger that would give them the even 100. Into the corner for Godoweski. Out here it comes now. Here goes Herb to the line and misses the shot. Rebound comes down to Daniels. I don't believe the Trojans are going to get 100. They've sure had some opportunities, but they're not going to do it as the clock is down to a minute and 5. At least I don't think they will. We'll see. Here's Daniels with a turnaround shot. It's good. 97-82. 55 seconds left. Godoweski with it over in the right wing side. Has the ball tipped away. It's going to be grabbed by Daniels out front. Gives it back here for Snyder. Snyder on the left wing over there for Jamie Paul. Drives the baseline, passes it inside. Ball tipped back here with 38 seconds remaining. Here's Snyder. Over there for Paul. Paul on the right baseline, and a foul called. The foul will be on Andy Miller. And Jamie will go to the line. He'll be shooting 2 with 31 seconds left. And at that point, Jeff Snyder checks into the ball game. He will take Sean Herb's place. Sean has played a heck of a good ball game, and Johnny Plotzer ready to come into the game also for the UDA. Here's Paul's shot. Good. 83-97. Godoweski comes out as Plotzer comes into the ball game for UDA. Jamie's second shot is good. 97-84. Clock inside of 30 seconds. Into the corner it goes. Here's Miller popping one over there for 3. Won't go. Rebound comes down to Jamie Paul. He'll bring it back with 20 seconds left. Dumps it over here for Rowland. Rowland puts a shot up that won't go, but Daniels follows it up for 2. 15 seconds left. 13 seconds left. Trojans putting a rush on now. The ball knocked loose in there. It's going to be controlled by Rowland. Rowland to the hoop. Puts it in good. 4 seconds. 3-2. Trojans won't hit the 100 mark. Unbelievable. Here's a shot right at the buzzer. No good. But that's going to do it. Final score, UDA 97, the Halifax Wildcats 88. So one heck of a good ball game tonight by the Trojans, tuning it up for the game against Newport. A little bit just in 2 games. Halifax fans over here shouting Newport as they wish the Trojans ill will against the Newport Buffaloes. That game coming up in 2 nights. So final score 97-88. UDA taking charge here, and that's going to do it from the Trojan Gymnasium here in 1991. Both ball clubs moving on to extracurricular play after the season ends here. The Trojans will go into the playoffs, as will the Halifax Wildcats. So both clubs with a lot of potential in the playoffs because they have two good ball clubs. So we'll catch you later. Again, congratulations to Coach Foster and all of his Trojan ball club. See you later. See you later, Ron. All right.